Hey, great Monday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, and I say it's beautiful um, because it's nice and dark, and dark is always nice. It's always good to go outside. It's actually not too hot outside right now. It was a hot day throughout the day, but right now it's a little breeze is blowing, so it's a pretty cool night in the city of Brownsville, and there's going to be a lot to talk about tonight. So, hey, what's up, CEO? What's up, guys? Good evening, Manny. Al, first one here, Hector. Hello, Paul. And guys, again, just before we do start, please forgive me if we skip over some of the comments. It's just going to be kind of a crazy night. There's actually a lot of information going on tonight, so it just might be a while to get something on there. Thank you to my people that are sending me in the pictures, guys. I appreciate it. Guys, good evening. Pedro, Diana, buenos días. So glad Horacio is okay. God, yes. Thank God for my friend Horacio. He's doing a lot better out of the ICU in a regular room. He's smiling. So God is good. My man, I love you, man. Good evening, Martita hermosísima. And goodness gracious, everyone's coming in. Hola, corazoncito, mi amor, te amo. Laura, that's our on the road reporter from Hidalgo. Little Eddie. Are you in Chicago, Frankie? Algo de eso. Brenda, ¿cómo estás, guys? And Andy Carrizales. Good evening, my man, Victor. Belinda, Jamie, la hermosa. Buenas noches, mi hijo Mando. Hello, Linda. How's it going? Gloria, Eleazar Solis. Prayers for Chester. Yes, prayers for Chester Arizmendi and the Arizmendi family. I love them. I love Chester. He is a good friend of mine. Eliana's wife as well. Please, prayers for the family. I love the guys. Hilda, good afternoon. Hola, good morning. Good evening, Elisita. ¿Cómo estás, amor? Good. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And I'm going to lay it right there. Guys, got a better video set up for Channel 5. Can we all appreciate this? Preach! Guys, I love you, Hector. Buenas noches, guys. Quesito hermoso. I like to have to do that, Quesito hermoso. Love you. Greetings, family. Do nothing, superintendent. Guys, just to go into it, let's go start off. We haven't received any new numbers from Cameron County as of yet. We're hoping that they come in sooner than not. It's not going to be good. One of the things that we heard from Eder during the day today was that he tested 200 and some individuals today, but that there were a lot of positives that were going to come in throughout the weekend. So the numbers tonight are not going to be good. They're delaying in the numbers. Hey, Shannon, call Frankie. Let her know when you're going to be on. Abraham, good evening. So we're just waiting for them to come in. Today's topic is just everything that's going on today in regards to a lot of the different closings, in regards to a lot of the detentes, in regards to different places opening, and all of a sudden, boom, we're stopping again. And we're stopping for a reason. We're stopping because people are trying to realize that a lot of what we've been saying for weeks, guys, on here, a lot of things that we've been discussing together, it's coming to fruition. It's happening, folks. And it's not a hoax. Despite what a lot of individuals out there may say in regards to, que están locos, que están exagerando, one of the things that we constantly get out there is people are saying, oh, no, they're just being negative, or you're trying to scare people. Guys, this is not a hoax. It's not that we're trying to be negative. We want to be at the forefront of sharing with you what is actually happening in the city of Brownsville. Without a lot of individuals out there may say in regards to, que están locos. Sorry, guys. Rookie. I don't know what happened there. Guys, we want to be out there and share with you the truth of everything that's going on. Hidalgo is horrible today. 63 positives in Hidalgo County. And thank you. That's why we have our reporter, Laura, out there in Hidalgo, keeping us up to date in regards to what's going on in Hidalgo. 63 positives. We don't know what the numbers are for Cameron County as of yet.
3 deaths at Erasmo in Hidalgo. 3 deaths.
Oh, yes. 3 deaths in Hidalgo County. Prayers for my friend Mariano. Mariano, Dios te bendiga. Many blessings, my man. Missions Mayor. Yes, and we're going to go into that one as well. People just don't stay home. Hi, great. What is happening with T-Mobile services? It's happening throughout the country. T-Mobile is going down. Hello from my wife, Claudia. Miguel. Inbound Frankie. Let us know when you're coming back. Thank you for keeping us informed. Always. I love you, Marco. And Tracy. Hey, Frankie. Molino, you can't take the mindset out of the Mexican race down here. An offense. ¿Qué pasó? I was going to go get a papa at Roadhouse. Está cerrado. I love this woman. I love Norma a lot. Guys, one of the things, and let's go into the situation with what Norma just mentioned. It's a good transition. Roadhouse is closed today. Roadhouse is closed today, and the reason that Roadhouse is closed today is because they're out there, doing some deep cleaning because of some of the positives that apparently came out there. Roadhouse is not the only establishment that has decided to close up in regards to different restaurants. We heard about Chili's restaurant this weekend, and we were told that actually earlier in the weekend that they had closed up for cleaning. Well, they are not opened as of yet. They have not opened as of yet. I did give them a call just to verify, and as of right now, Chili's is doing curbside and to-go orders. They are not doing dining. That is very, very, very telling. What it tells me in regards to not doing dining is that they've realized that they cannot control the dining. Frankie, what does it tell you?
It's very telling. It's alive and well. Besides our restaurants at Erasmo, we've had bars, countless bars already. They've been posting on their Facebook feeds in regards to their employees testing positive. Again, this virus is very contagious. It's unfortunate that through recent events we've had the public feel a little bit more relaxed. But the beaches are opening, graduation, Memorial Day. The positive numbers are steadily increasing. I just got a word not too long ago that, and I may not say this, but I believe the county judge is reaching out to the governor's office to try and see what options are available to the counties throughout Texas, because Erasmo, the governor of Texas, gave an interview which he said, "Oh yes, the rise in numbers is is a cause for concern, but it's not alarming." And I was thinking to myself, it's not alarming. Like, it seems like if we're going back to where we started from, or it's getting even worse at Erasmo. So again, you are correct. We have restaurants, we have bars. You posted today of BISD, athletes. So guys, this is something that we're far from over. It's unfortunate that we feel that we've either overcome this or it's not going to affect us. But it's very scary, to be honest, to be out and about, knowing, Erasmo, that this is in the air.
Good evening, Lucy. Well, it's very telling. Again, Frankie made mention in regards to a lot of the bars that have already closed down. And, it started off, I think, with Evisia. And one of the things that we were saying out there is that Evisia, at start, when they first opened it up for the weekend, boom, all of a sudden, you're talking about there was like a mess load of people. It wasn't limited, guys. In no way, shape, or form was it ever limited to 25% capacity. It was jam-packed. Ibiza was one of the first places that shut down. The other one, if I'm not mistaken, that shut down afterwards was Adolios. And Adolios was another one that was jam-packed with individuals. Now we learned today that not only the Doghouse has opted to close up shop for a little bit, but also the Shot Republic. Is it the Shot Republic?
Republic.
The Shot Republic has also decided not to go in. Hey, my man, Reload, how's it going? Downtown bars are next to close, just like Doghouse. Again, guys, it's undeniable. Whataburger opened up today. Well, that's a little bit of good news, despite the fact of everything else closing down. So it's just very, very telling. Guadalupe, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Texas governor said schools will open in the fall. Texas governor is crazy, is nuts. And we'll go into the schools in a little bit. I heard Home Depot has positive cases. Guys, it's everywhere. Hey, and how's it going? It's popping up everywhere. Now, going into the restaurants, the bars, one of the other things that we found out, and unfortunately, is one of the constables that was working out there at the Doghouse also came out positive. Now, when that happens, guys, you're talking about, and believe it or not, I've been to the Doghouse once or twice, and in the past, not anytime recent, but I know that the constables, they stand at the door and they're greeting everyone as they're coming in. And let me tell you, those places were jam-packed. La Playa también estaba jam-packed. Until people do not understand and start to come in common sense. Guys, There's no social dining should not be permitted. And I think that that's one of the things that's going to start to happen. We're going to start to separate, and there's going to be no dining services anymore. It's what Chili's has opted to do. For the meantime, Chili's has no dining, but you can sure as heck order. So again, guys, we've got to continue to support a lot of individuals out there. Now, we did hear that a lot of these individuals out there were testing positive. It's not a good thing. A lot of these groups and all these people were out there testing positive, so it's not a good thing. They waited until after the weekend to close. How can they not be fined or something? Something that Mike says is very, very true. Guys, the issue with a lot of these places is they found out way, way early, a lot earlier than what we've been told. So a lot of these places, we were getting word that they were throwing out positives since last week. So why did it take till today, Monday, for a lot of these places to start letting us know that these individuals were coming out positive? With that said, guys, it's the same thing that the district is doing. The district is doing absolutely the same thing. And we might not have Carlos on there. Not a good, it's not streaming. And, I don't go out to eat, but I make everything at home. Lo tengo miedo a la cook. I think the people that are eating the cook's food might be scared too, mi amor. I love this girl. Mission went ahead with the curfew. And it's very good. And that's something going back to something that Frankie was saying in regards to a lot of the people out there are sort of taking a stand in regards to, calling out the governor. And I'm very proud that both Eddie Trevino, our county judge, has, reached out to the governor. I know I had conversations with the mayor of the city of Brownsville today, and the mayor of the city of Brownsville is also in communication with the office of the governor, the office of the governor, and they're having communications. And I think, and I'm not going to speak for the mayor, but I think the mayor is going to have some information for us very, very soon, guys. Again, I think our leadership here in regards, speaking of Judge Trevino and Mayor Mendez, they were very upset that, we were actually, opening up as fast as we were in regards to a lot of these places. They were not in agreement that we should start to ease off in regards to a lot of these things. With that said, we're not saying that business shouldn't open. Business needs to open. Business has to open. We've got to open it. But when we don't open it responsibly, we start to put other individuals in jeopardy's way. And that's a big no-no. The governor was reading from a script. You can tell right off the bat. The governor is nuts. And look, and a lot of people out there know that I am very, very conservative in views in many aspects, guys. But let me tell you, what the governor is doing is, in my opinion, very, very wrong. Very, very wrong, not taking into consideration. I got a call today from someone that said, well, Erasmo, you have to understand in regards to the UIL, and we're going to go into the UIL term of pandemic fatigue. We are all tired, but we need to stay vigilant. We're going to go into the UIL in a little bit. Wear a mask, save a life. Love my Norma. Love you, Norma. All businesses should make wearing a mask mandatory for patrons and employees. They should. Guys, we're all for it 100%. Let me tell you something. We're all for opening business and everything else slowly and responsibly. The way that it opened up was irresponsible. And talking about UIL, I had a conversation with someone today in regards to UIL. It's the same thing with UIL. They said, well, UIL said that they have to open up for conditioning. UIL did not say that. It did not say that. Like TEA did not say for you to open the schools. TEA did not say to bring people back on campus. TEA did not say that you're supposed to bring in teachers back onto campus. They did not say that. They said, if you are going to do this, then these are the guidelines that we recommend or that we suggest. There's a difference there, folks. You cannot ask for a place like Harlingen, like Brownsville, like Cameron County as a whole, who are seeing an uprise in proportions that are horrible, guys. Horrible. Our numbers are not good numbers. Our numbers are very, very, very bad. And Chile was doing a great job of keeping people apart. They still contracted it. Can you imagine Roadhouse? Impossible. Now, guys, let me tell you what happened with me. I was in Monterrey this weekend. Monterrey this weekend, guys, they are very extra cautious in regards to people stomping their feet on a mat, cleaning them out. echarse cosas en las manos y todo lo demás. So I was asking, a friend of mine out there, he's an engineer, and I said, man, how are y'all doing with deaths and COVID positives? He said, Erasmo, our numbers are horrible. He said, we've had 145 deaths. I go like, whoa. I said, that's really bad. He goes, yes, it's horrible. And I said, in Monterrey, 145 deaths? No. He says, we've had 145 deaths in the state of Nuevo León. And I said, 145 deaths in the state of Nuevo León? Nuevo León has 5 million people, guys. So in percentage-wise, I'm not good at math. In percentage-wise, we have way more deaths here. Way more deaths than the state of Nuevo León. In percentage-wise, because you cannot compare 500,000 people for Cameron County to 5 million people in Nuevo León. Impossible.
And it seems, Erasmo, that the school district was listening to TEA, and TEA was obviously listening to the recommendations of the governor. And how funny it is that they both mirrored each other. Again, we've spoken about the governor, how he was adhering to the president, Donald Trump, to his recommendations of reopening up the economy, even though, we're currently still in our first, we haven't even hit our peak yet. And again, BISD was relying on TEA, and TEA was obviously listening to the governor. They both were they both were so quick, in my opinion. They were so quick to act like if we were back to normal. Again, we understand we understand economics, right? We need to open up shop in order for small businesses, entrepreneurs to make a living. But at the same time, this got from bad to worse. We are digging ourselves in a deeper hole than we once were. And again, BISD, the leadership was so adamant, Erasmo. They were so quick to return back to normalcy, so to speak. They back in March and April, they were already talking about graduation. They're already talking about, the seniors deserve that day. And then we've had, athletes, we've had band members on June the 8th, June the 15th, wanting to come back, and everybody was kind of like, I don't know, like we still haven't even peaked yet. We still haven't even gone through the worst. So again, the state of Texas was so quick. They took away the powers, Erasmo, from the county judge, from our mayors, and BISD. They've been so quick to act like if everything's back to normal. We've had board members not wear masks, unfortunately, during graduation, which in my opinion, we're sending a bad message. Again, these are people in leadership positions. We look up to them for guidance. We look up to them to see how they are handling this situation. So, what do we expect when the governor of Texas, when the leadership at BISD is acting like if it's A-okay? In reality, Erasmo, this is only getting bad to worse, and it's getting like that very quickly.
Yeah, and good evening, Mayor Mendez. Thank you so much for being on. And again, I greatly appreciate your leadership. I greatly appreciate our conversations that we have in regards to, what's going on in the city of Brownsville. Again, guys, and I know some people, okay, the mayor. Let me tell you guys, and again, I've had as easy contact with a mayor as we have now, and I'm very, very appreciative. And again, we have a mayor that cares. Okay, how many people died out of 500,000 people? Out of 500,000 people, I'm going to say that we're now at 48. Again, we don't have the numbers coming out today, Victor. And again, I understand your point, Victor. And we're not trying to exaggerate the thing in regards. We're trying to give out the right numbers. The problem, Victor, is that Cameron County hasn't shared with us the numbers. One of the other problems that we're having, Victor, and I'll explain this, and I explain this almost every night, my man. The problem with Cameron County is that, sometimes people pass away, they die, and it takes weeks before they actually report the numbers. So we actually can't say with surety, because you were asking, well, give us the exact numbers. We don't have the exact numbers. We honestly don't, my man. But I understand your point. But again, if one person dies, Victor, it's one too many, my man. One too many. And I appreciate your point of view and your opinion. It's great. Outsiders can't tell us how much to be safe down here. And that was my concern in regards to this board and a lot of the individual out there that they want to regulate a lot of the things that we do here by what happens elsewhere in the state of Texas. We can't. We're in a very, very unique situation. I miss my athletes, Trey. We all miss our athletes out there, guys. When are we coming back, though? Alan, we don't know. We don't know. Right now, it is a very touchy-feely time. Algo, I shouldn't say touchy-feely. Algo pasó que vamos a las clases no deben empezar en agosto. Yo estoy de acuerdo. Una de las cosas de las cuales he dicho es de que las clases no debiesen empezar hasta enero. Vamos a darle tiempo. Vamos a tomarla en calma. Again, Alan, my take, it's going to start in August. My take is they should not start till January. That's my take. Let's just start in January. And my cuñado Granado, my cuñado Granado went out there and gave us some information in regards to, hey, a lot of people out there are talking about the same thing in regards to, you know what, let's just push it forward. We do have 40 new cases for the city of for Cameron County. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 20 cases for the city of Brownsville. Most of those cases are in their 20s. They're young kids. 21, 22, 24, 25, 27, 31, 53, 21, 20, 32, 39, 47, 25, 30, 33, 34, 39, 51, 66, and 69. No one is older than 69 in the city of Brownsville. Those are not good numbers.
Erasmo, a 3-year-old from PI. And again, we've been talking about this. This age bracket is the ones that are actively going out. We're the ones that are actively going to those pachangas, those barbecues, acting like nothing is. How's it going, Bob? Acting like if nothing's happening. Hey, numbers don't lie. Look at the community spread. It's crazy. It's been through community spread and linked to previous cases. So again, Erasmo, we're not listening. We're acting like if we're okay, like if we're out of the woodworks, and we're definitely not. And that's the scary part.
Victor, the number that recovered is 781 according to Cameron County. But again, our numbers are at 1,178. We're going to be hitting 2,000 tomorrow. With that said, we still don't know what recovered means. But again, I see your point 100%. It's Trump's fault. As soon as they get rid of The Rock in Washington Park, everything will be. And we're going to talk about The Rock as well. Why is John White missing in action? He got banned from social media for 30 days. What John White doesn't know is that he can come on YouTube, John, and you could be out here. Hospitals here will get overwhelmed soon with cases. Yes, Little Eddie. If the U.S. government were run as efficient as BISD board, Little Eddie, let me tell you, you all are doing a horrible job, Little Eddie. Horrible job. And we're going to talk about fuera, Little Eddie. We're going to talk about BISD in a little bit. Erasmo, hi, Eriquita. What about the flea market? No, they're not going to have to open. They say till July 4th weekend. I don't know what's going to happen. Lupita saying hi to the mayor. There's no leadership in Austin. Edgar, you're right. Or brother Nancy Sierra, buenas. Ponle casa a Trey, Erasmo.
Yo le pongo casa al mayor.
Si se deja. Hasta dos. Good evening, Eddie Guerrero. Lulu. I love Lulu. I love Lulu. God, I'm sorry. I can't chop. Guys, where can I get tested? Send me an inbox. I'll give you the information. Tell Mayor Trey that sandbag distribution went very smoothly when I went Friday. Thank you. Thank you so much. It can't make me wear a mask. It violates my rights. Translate, stupid is, stupid does. Exactly. Yeah, but the problem is that even though it's wrong of reopening the economy, but people still do not stay home. Having unemployment is worse because people are getting compensated even more working. Yes, very much so. BISD members must be Republicans or something. Erasmo, hello, Eriquita. Dios le bendiga. Shut the whole country down for a month. I think we should just be very careful. Here in Houston, people that are protesting are coming out positive. It's the same thing's going to happen here. This chaos was made up by businesses. They became careless profit. Yes, numbers again. 40 positive for Cameron County, 20 positive for Brownsville. We're up at 1,178. Tony, should our city shut down? No, our city needs to start acting more responsibly. We need not shut down. We need to make sure that, guys, I'm sorry. End this dining crap. No more dining. Yeah. No more dining. Let's go to curbside. Váyanse a comer, a tragar a la casa. Váyanse a tragar a la casa. Get your damn food from the restaurant and vete a tragar a la casa. Stop. That's the only way it's going to happen. No more dining, guys. No more.
Sandwiches. Make sandwiches, guys.
Make sandwiches. Ask for food stamps or something. Good evening, y'all. Hey, John!
He's
What?
back.
John White cannot keep a good man down. Good
John
job,
is
John
back.
White. Cover up. Use your mask. Stay home if you don't want to go. And let's see. Where's Carlos? Carlos is coming. He's just trying to get set up. You know, Carlos did a very horrible internet. So
He's got dial-up.
classes until January. I agree. Yes, let's start classes in January.
Hey, Erasmo, well, the city of Mission did implement a curfew just today. So again, is this something that the city of Brownsville would take into consideration? It could be a possibility. Again, that's going to affect a lot of businesses, but maybe this is something, Erasmo, that we need to do again before it gets any worse. What's your opinions on that?
Well, I agree completely. And I'm going to Photoshop it. You and Trey post it. You better post it. Bro, when have I not shared your pictures on my timeline? I love them. You know me better than that. You know I will. Alex Vargas. And hey, we've got, ahí está. What's up, Carlos? How you doing, man?
I'm doing better. That T-Mobile's
29 million population, 6 deaths in coronavirus. That's not even half of 1%. 1% elementary math. Again, Tony, I'm horrible at math, my man, but I appreciate the numbers. But again, Cameron County is in a unique situation. So is Hidalgo. It is unlike other parts of the Cameron County. So in regards to percentages, I think we're not doing too great. But again, I know what you're saying, guys. And again, I respect your opinions and everything else. But something that Frankie mentioned, and again, I'm sorry, guys, I'm not going to get to all these comments. There are too many of them. But something that Frankie mentioned, guys, and something that Frankie mentioned. Hello, Jessica, ¿cómo estás? Something Frankie mentioned is very important as well, and I'm glad Carlos is on here. Guys, I'm tired. I'm done. I'm done with this superintendent. I'm done with the throwing stuff
not for another year.
I'm done with throwing stuff under the rug, escondiendo las cosas. Guys, they find out about positives at different departments at different schools, and I've already proven to you it takes weeks for him to come out and report and let people know. I've gotten calls from administrators, people that are very, very concerned that they have to come onto this page to go get information that should have been shared by the superintendent or by his Edinburgh people, and it's not being shared by them. It's not in any way, shape, or form. It's a issue, guys, because what happens is it's like the individuals that were tested positive out at BISD at the main campus. They were tested positive at the main campus. It takes a week and a half. It takes a week and a half for them to come out. And what's going on? You know, all that time that they were there going back and forth, no one was informed that they had positives among them, guys. And again, you know, it's something that my friends here were saying, oh, less than 0.5%. And that's right. But individuals that have underlying conditions, that have issues with asthma, respiratory issues and stuff, that are going into work, they're going to grasp on. It's going to grasp on to them, and they're not going to be well. What is your take, Carlos, in regards to people out there testing positive at, let's go, stay at upper level at the main office, and then not letting people know?
Well, you know how they say is shit rolls downhill, right? In this case, it is. I mean, they've shown that they disregarded the advice, not only from the medical experts, but from the people that have come on the show. From you, from Frankie, from myself, from just about anybody that comes out, even the mayor Mendez has told people, you know, stay home. But you know what? The obvious is that the superintendent doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody that's employed or anybody that goes to the school district. In this case, he probably wants to zero it out, man. Maybe to give it over to the private industry. I don't know. Maybe he's playing the different card there. But it's getting to a point to where now it started at the top, right? Which is, it's affecting them.
It is affecting them.
It's also affecting everybody at the school district that are being forced to go to these, you know, what you saw, the brick and mortar, right? Which is the school district. But now they're forcing the kids to go into doing the UIL events.
Yeah.
And now you already know for a fact that because of that decision that the superintendent made, and being followed by the administration and being followed by the board, not telling him to do what he needs to do, which is to stop putting people at risk. So they allowed him to continue doing the stupid things. So now our kids are getting affected. Yeah. So now I think there is even a family unit now that got affected because of one student brought it back home, and now the whole family is on quarantine.
Yes.
So how many times are you going to multiply that about what's going on. And you have all these bars that are closing, which is what you said a few weeks ago. Bars shouldn't be opening. Not this soon, anyway.
Not this
So
soon.
what happens?
Not this soon. The videos are out there. I'm going to answer Velia's question very quick. Erasmo, are there any positive cases at Roadhouse? Let me say, I can't say that I will confirm that there have been positive cases at Roadhouse. That was what we have been told, that there were individuals out there that were working out there that had tested positive, and they were trying to keep everything covered up. Now, guys, if everyone knows, I mean, guys, no nos vamos a hacer idiotas. Pasamos por ahí por el expressway, está retacado. Again, good for them in regards to business, guys. But there's just no way possible, in my opinion, that they could not have tested people out there positive. It's just impossible, guys. No way possible. Now, they're doing cleaning today. Doesn't make any sense que de repente de la nada vamos a hacer cleaning when you don't have any positives out there. Because Chili's manned up to it. They said, we're going to do cleaning because we have positives. The bars, even the bars have come and said, we're going to close up. We're going to do some cleaning because we have people that tested positive. All of a sudden, Roadhouse comes in. Well, we're going to do cleaning. But they don't make mention in regards to there being positives out there. I'm sorry, Velia, I don't believe them. And I'm sorry, Martin, I do not believe them. I do not believe them. I've gotten this little duda in regards to a lot of individuals out there. How will we do to pass our classes if we enter in January? Easy, Elvia. We push the school year forward. We push the school year forward. Instead of you having a summer vacation, you will have a winter vacation. Again, it's different times. We have to adapt. We have to do things a little bit different. We have to innovate. We have to find ways para acomodarnos a la situación. Simple. Give us 2 more months of vacation right now. 2 more months of vacation. We didn't even have a vacation. Our teachers didn't even have a vacation. They've been working like crazy people out there. But let's give 2 more months, 3 more months, all the way till December. Start school in January, and then just push the school year forward. Ni modo. Again, that's my opinion. People could, I mean, they're going to ultimately do whatever the hell they want to do. But what's up, guys? Zito, how's it going, man? John, and I just learned that wasn't my John. Hey, Juan Quesada.
Yeah, it's not John White.
Curbside, yes, sir. Yeah, just throw everything curbside. No more bars. Well, bars can open if they start doing things a little bit responsibly. But look, guys, the way that I think that the state wanted bars to open was, ¿sabes qué? Una mesita aquí, una mesita allá, una mesita allá, y otra mesita allá. That's the way, and no one at the bar. That's what they had said. Ah, pero mi rancho, así estaba. I'm still holed up in my son.
Erasmo, you've been talking about this, you know, as much as we plan, Carlos, as much as we try to implement the 6 feet apart, sit in every other table or every 2 tables, it's not going to happen, Carlos. We are creatures of habit. We need to be around each other. We need to stay, you know, super close. Y somos de besos, somos de abrazos, somos, you know what I mean? So in my opinion, I hate to say this, I'm all in favor of people making money, but it's not the adequate time. It's not the right time to be out right now in groups. And everybody loves to hang out at bars. I'm all for it. I understand the stress. I understand everybody's going stir crazy because of this. But the more we're out, the more times we are in public in large gatherings, we have a possibility of catching this virus. Joe Ponce just posted a friend came out positive after visiting a certain bar. So again, this is something that's going to keep on going, and this is very contagious. So again, we have Dr. Eder Hernandez. We've had Dr. Mario Cerdan. We've had the mayor of Brownsville tell us, hey, guys, if y'all don't listen to these recommendations, it's only going to get from bad to worse.
Joshua, isn't it the same thing if they touch your food? There's a little bit of difference because we already expect the people that are touching our food to constantly be washing their hands. Constantly washing their hands. The problem when you're dining in, you don't know who is already dining in at the table next to you. You don't know if the people wipe down the table that you were at accordingly in a good way. You don't know if the waiter, the waitress is going to be doing a lot of cross-contamination. So, look, if it pasa, Joshua, there's too many hands in the mix for you to get your plate, and you're sitting there and you don't know exactly what's around you. So if you have one individual out there, they wash their hands, then it's a little bit different, I would say. But again, I'm not frijoles y arroz. Our eat at Stars, the good hamburger, siéntate en el carro, eat at Stars. No more drinking. Well, go drink at home. I stopped drinking a long time ago. 6 7. En Mato, unos tacos asados, most curbside. Vámonos, Eddie.
Botas tacos.
That ain't John White. Yeah, we just learned. I appreciate it. Erasmo, you're my idol. Juan Quesada, you are my idol, bro. You, Juan Quesada, you're my idol, bro. And I'm not afraid to admit it.
I want to be somebody's idol. What the hell, Carlos?
You're Carlos's idol.
There you go.
That's all it matters. That's all it matters, dog.
Juan Quesada, he's my idol. You're my idol, man. I love you, man. No more dining out at Erasmo. Yeah, I'm trying not to, guys. I'm trying to lose some weight. Don't close down Último Taco. That's the Friday night fight night. No, it was Dodici's Pizza started to take their place. Why don't they make a masks mandatory?
Only the VIP fight there.
Oh, the VIP fight. Very true. Just pick up and go eat. Ves, cómete la casa. I'm not going to catch up to all these things. Coman pan con jamón. Uno se aburre de tanto comer afuera. At one point, yes, cooking at home now. Make a video. Guys, go cook at home and make a video and send it to me. I'll post it. PYHB, humping my leg. No shoulder listening. Orly, I usually have to pay for that. So, maybe it's a perk. Tell me which HEB so I can go. Just all restaurants into Stars or Sonic style. For a while at least, yes, primo. I love my primo. No, pero la gente quiere la ropa de Ross. I don't get it. Why are people so obsessed with Ross? I don't get it. I still think it's expensive. Carlos, have T-Mobile hotspots and it's down. Groceries, curbside. Little Eddie. I wouldn't mind sitting next to Frankie on the board table. Little Eddie, you need like a little booster chair, a little booster seat in order to be able to sit next to Frankie in anywhere. But that's a different story. They need to use NABC chemicals to disinfect tables. Guys, I don't know what NABC is, but let me tell you, Kimberly, talking about football, I thought about NFL for some reason. But you know what? Football players from the Dallas Cowboys, I can't remember, I think it was Zeke Elliott that tested positive, and some Texans football players have tested positive. Now, guys, take this into consideration. These guys have all the resources in the world. All the resources in the world. They can test 5 times a day, not going to cause an ounce in their budget in any way, shape, or form. They're professional football players, and they're coming out positive. What do we expect for our athletes here? For our student athletes? We already know today. We've been saying, do not send your students to this training or weightlifting or the practice at the district. Do not send your students to band. Pero mi raza envía todos los huercos para las escuelas. ¿Y qué pasa? What happens? In the middle of condition training, what happens? Oh, we got positive. What did they expect, Carlos? Did they expect that kids were not? Did they really believe Minerva that all this was going to disappear and it was a hoax? That would happen, Carlos?
Yeah, see, that's what's happening. Is they're trying to dumb down the situation. And remember, I think someone was mentioning that the district paid like $2 million. I think it was one of the 2 idiots that they have there as deputies for these disinfecting machines. Why aren't they using them? Because nobody's been trained to use them. Nobody knows how to use them. Not only that, you would have to use them on a daily basis, every minute of every day, to be able to even suppress this virus because it spreads so much.
It's very telling, guys. Let me tell you something, guys. It's very, very telling because I hate the fact, and I'm very impressed with San Benito. San Benito, and I posted it on the page. San Benito came out with a positive today. In one of their athletes, the athlete, they're saying it wasn't on campus and everything else, but they found out today, and you know when they reported it? Today,
as they should,
as it should be. The ISD found out about this student, the volleyball player from Porter. They found out about the player last week. On the 5th of June, they found out. Do they think that we're not going to find out? On the 5th of June, they found out. On the 5th of June. And we're barely finding out about it today.
Yeah, see.
When our middle schools are going back on campus, a week after our high school kids are out there, and there's no social distancing at schools. There's no face coverings, very limited. The only time my students were wearing face covering is when people were going to go out there taking pictures of them. It's the only time. The only time. Guys, we've been calling it out for a while. It's a mistake, guys. It's a mistake to send our students onto campus. Why is that so hard?
Erasmo, I just got a message that several baseball players from the major leagues also tested positive. So again, NFL, baseball, basketball, in my opinion, there's no way, Carlos, that professional sports is going to be able to go on as normal. And Erasmo made a good point. If the riches and these multi-billion dollar industries can't protect their own, what do we expect down here in Brownsville, Carlos? If the athletes themselves are subjected to the same fate as we are, ¿a qué le tiramos, Carlos? It's the same reality. In my opinion, there is no way that we can have a normal life during a pandemic. If professional sports can't go on, I hate to say this, Brownsville, Texas, but there's no way that we can live our normal lives down here. And again, we're not here to scare nobody. It's just very alarming, Carlos, whenever we're getting these results come up, these positive results come up very, very drastically in a short amount of time.
Yeah, and it's getting to the point. I mean, you mentioned that earlier, that there was a 40-year-old female that died. I mean, the deaths are getting younger and younger. The exposure that we've been trying to avoid for the last 3 months, which BISD has been, having people stay home, now they're forcing them to go back to the school district. So you're exposing now children to get this disorder, or this virus, or bacteria, like some people like to call it, and potentially have the worst thing happen is die from it. What are we doing? You just mentioned it. Millions of dollars are being used to pay these million-dollar athletes, and they are contracting this virus at an alarming rate. What do you expect from the kids here who don't have the millions of dollars? The school district does, but they're not spending it on the kids.
No,
they're not spending it on the students. They're not spending it on protecting the employees.
No, they're putting it in Sylvia's pocket, Carlos. That's what they're doing. They're not spending the money on our students. They're not spending it on resources for our teachers or stipends or raises. They're putting it in Sylvia's pocket. Prissy, Drew, Minerva, Flip-Flopping Phillip, and Little Eddie are all complicit to put money in Sylvia's pocket. Little Eddie wasn't there because he's appointed, but the rest fomented the culture that permitted Sylvia to pocket our kids' money. And guess what? Court date is coming on Friday. And you know what? I have my bag of popcorn ready because I am excited because she's going down. She is going to be found guilty because she stole our children's money. She pocketed our teachers' resources and stipends and raises, all went into her gambling. I'm very, very happy. And let me tell you, if she decides to drive all the way to Queen Isabella Bridge or take a cab, I'd be willing to pay the cab fare. I'd be willing to pay the cab fare for her to go all the way to Queen Isabella Bridge. 100%. Carlos, what do you think of the court date coming up?
It's about time. It's about time. The only thing that I see that's wrong is that the inability, or I don't know if the inability or maybe they did it on purpose is, I know that when I got in trouble and you got in trouble, man, we sold newspapers. It was just front line everything. And now this is just bad.
Carlos, have you seen, in the past week, this is how horrible the Brownsville Herald, Channel 4 and Channel 23, I spit on them. They're so horrible that not a word in the newspaper, not a word on Channel 4, on stupid Channel 23 about Sylvia's case on Friday. Not a word. Not a word. But if it was me or you, no, hombre, front page of the Herald, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Have you heard anything about her case coming to court on Friday? And she stole millions of our dollars. Millions. They had me on the front page of the Herald every other day for a Class B misdemeanor.
I couldn't hear you. What?
A Class B misdemeanor.
Well, see, for mine, they had about 20 officers at my house 3 times. They had the media outside my house. They were outside my father-in-law, my mother-in-law's house. They went to BISD. It was a daily thing. And this, you're talking about money being stole from kids, and there's nothing.
They don't care.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It seems like
This lady going buying stuff at Best Buy like nothing's ever happened. You know, she's walking the park here by where I live with the sister-in-law like nothing has ever happened, and the girlfriend.
Well, you know what really gets to me, man. Well, you know what really gets to me is like, all these idiots on the board, all these idiots, la estúpida la Minerva, la jambona, la robona de la Prisi, la I hate Mexicans Drew, el flip-flopping Philip, el estúpido little Eddie. Have they put out a statement out there in regards to all the crap that's going on? Has anyone heard a statement from them in regards to all the kids that have tested positive, in regards to Sylvia stealing our money? But no que mucho transparency, integrity, and all this bullcrap. They're just words for them. They're just words. They're idiots. Stupids.
They read from a script, Erasmo. They read from a script.
See.
They're stupids.
Like that, Erasmo.
They're stupid.
The script that's always being used.
Swah swah! Swah swah! They're stupids. Swah swah! They do not believe it's real. Insane. Them to lick the face of someone who has tested positive. I hate them. That's not me. Trump, MAGA. Make America great again. Somebody's going to be put. Seems like they started. Everyone is in panic. Shutdowns and curfews were enforced. It's worse now, and nothing is happening. Albert, you're right.
Good point, Albert. Right.
Not enough. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you for calling us, gentlemen. Any words on unemployment on the next stimulus check? Yes. Actually, there is talks. Mnuchin came out. The Secretary of Treasury came out, Mnuchin, and he said that they're already talking about it at the White House. That was the only delay, because Congress wants to look good to all the people and give out a bunch of cash. So now they're starting to talk with the White House. The White House has sent out word that they're wanting to give out some more money. Let me tell you, I need Papi Trump to send me another check. Papi Trump, I love you, Papi Trump.
I would anticipate, Erasmo, for another check to come. I would say maybe September, October. Again, elections are coming around, and it would be a good PR move from President Trump to say, "Hey, there's my second check, guys." So it is in the works. Again, I do anticipate us possibly getting a second check for $1,200, possibly August or September, at the latest October. But it is coming, guys.
I think so. Could y'all not switch back and forth between Spanish and English? Keep it English, please. Where's John? What did you do with John, Rodney?
Bring back John.
Bring back John.
I
don't know. The flu kills a lot more than COVID-19. It's true. ¿Qué coraje? Ya está con la mafia. The group?
La mafia.
La mafia? With all due respect, how many people y'all know that died of the virus? I mean, personally knew the person. I'll answer, Tony. As of right now, two very individuals that were very, very close to me. They were elders at our congregation, at our church. Two that have passed away. Me personally, I don't know about Frankie or Carlos, but I can easily tell you two. La Rata Silvia! She's a rat with two patas. Do y'all know anyone that has tested, has passed away or died, guys?
I don't.
I've heard of family of friends family that have passed away. So it is unfortunate. And again, just to reiterate what Carlos mentioned earlier, we had a woman from the city of FAR. There was 3 deaths in Hidalgo County, and one of them was in her mid-40s. So again, we've always said that this has affected the elderly, but now we're getting word that it's affecting young females. So it's very alarming, Erasmo.
Hey, Atkinson, Guillermina, how about zero tolerance for stealing our students' money, Atkinson? How about zero tolerance for jambando la lana de los teachers? How about that? Because a DUI or a DW, if you're referring to me, you Atkinson, it was a DWI. And let me tell you, it's a Class B misdemeanor. your relative, la Atkinson, Guillerminita, se jambó la lana de los niños. That's a freaking felony. She's going in for 40 years, you idiots. And y'all probably benefit from it, you stupids. You, la Mary, que está in charge of federal funds, la Sandra, that's in charge of middle school athletics. All y'all. Y the worst, el Charlie, el imbécil de Charlie, that the only way he could get a job was because Sylvia pushed him forward. And everyone knows that. All the coaches know that they didn't have a chance to get that job at Rivera High School. They didn't stand a chance. That guy shouldn't have even gotten hired. He didn't even have a certification to be a teacher. So go somewhere else, you idiots, because if you want to compare a DUI or a DWI to what your family member did, y'all are stupid. Son unas ratas inmundas. And again, let her know that I'll pay the cab fare para que vaya para Queen Isabella Bridge. Idiotas. Typical liberal is all you can say. I'm not a liberal. If you're referring to me, Orlando, I'm very much a conservative, 100%. So, but again, I'm not sure you're talking to me. So, BIC board are bullies taking kids' lunch money. Let me tell you.
Like candy.
Instead of all these new post time and efforts of removing a rock, the mayor should be worried about the. Yes, guys, on June 20th, there's going to be people coming in from out of Brownsville to protest. And again, no social distancing, none whatsoever, to protest to remove the stupid rock at Washington Park. A rock that has a plaque that I have yet to even read what's on there. Leave the rock alone. There's other things that are more pertinent. You don't see people coming in from out anywhere but Brownsville coming in to protest that Sylvia stole our children's money. Or that PUB is ripping us off blind.
Erasmo, they're just trying to get those 15 minutes. This is the hot topic going around. And again, we're all against racism. We know that throughout the United States, minorities suffer because of this. But again, let's focus on issues that pertain to Brownsville, Texas. Many people want to divert away the attention, Erasmo, and that's what they did while you were on the school board. Let's focus on Erasmo. Why?
Because he has him totally not fat.
So these people could take away the money on the other side. Again, we're diverting the attention away from what we should be invested in, which is BISD, the corruption at BISD, and also PUB. So again, we're all against racism, but at the end of the day, what really affects us here locally, Carlos, is BISD, the corruption, and the high rates at PUB.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, if the people of Brownsville think that the biggest problem that we have here is a rock in Washington Park, close to downtown, y'all are stupid. It is not the biggest problem that we have here, guys. And I know it's very easy. And guys, and look, I love my young kids out there. I love my seniors. And my college students. I love y'all to death, guys. Love you to death. But most of us young people still live at home with mama and papa. Most of us still live at home, and when you don't pay electric bills, you don't realize how this city, PUB, is sticking it to the most poorest individuals in the entire nation. Because for the past 8 years, they've been raising our electricity rates by 36%. 36%. They squandered $100 million of our dollars on nothing. You know how many protests were out there in regards to PUB? Zero protests in regards to PUB. You know how many protests were out there when Sylvia Atkinson was pocketing our children's money? Zero. News coverage, this much. Erasmo, hombre, así de grandota. Sylvia, this much. She stole our kids' money. Stop being stupids. Carlos, what's your take on the rock?
It's a rock. I mean, what? I mean, they're putting so much emphasis on the rock when there's so many other things that are more important, like you've been saying. Like we've been saying. I mean, Not just us, a lot of people. You know, the Rock is just like Frankie said, it's just to divert the attention somewhere else. You know, this is the reality. This is what's going to hurt a lot more people than just a Rock. We can deal with a Rock later.
It's a rock! A rock! I don't get it.
Yeah, so I mean that's just it. I mean, but it is what it is. You know, they try to divert the attention. There's a huge case coming up to the court system on Friday. That should be the priority. Priority is how we stop these individuals from taking the monies from our kids, from our employees, from our school district. That's the topic. How to save lives by keeping everybody at home. You know, not opening up these bars and flooding everybody. I know, because that's what everybody wants to do. 21-year-old that just turned 21, what do they want to go do? Go drink legally. So they're going to go to a bar. And with them goes 15, 20 other people. You multiply that by 3 or 4, you're talking about 100.
Erasmo, Carlos, let's make a challenge to all those people that are protesting. Go stand outside the federal courthouse on Friday. Let's see unity. Let's see that Brownsville, Texas is against corruption and wants to see an end to this. We want to make this public because we expect our elected officials, whoever they may be, that if we entrust them with the power and the seats at BISD, that they make sure that if they screw up, we won't take it lightly. But again, I feel, Carlos, like if this is being done, so Sylvia's case could be wiped to the side. Again, I challenge all those protesters, all those Black Lives Matter, all those Dwayne The Rock Johnson protesters. I hope to see you out there on Friday morning.
Okay, and to the people out there, again, I believe in protests. I love protests, and Rolando, you're right. Calm down. It's only 90% survival rate. Yeah, but the 2% that pass away could be family members. But anyway, that's fine, guys. So Frankie made a challenge. Tranquilo, respira hondo y profundo. Cuenta hasta 100. Guys, Frankie made a challenge out there. You know, my people out there, if y'all decide and opt to go protest Sylvia Atkinson at the federal courthouse on Friday, I'll make you a promise. If you come out and protest out there as strongly as you did for the last one at Sylvia Atkinson's case on Friday, a show of unity, I will go with you personally, and I'll do a live personally on Saturday for The Rock. I promise you. So you come out on Friday
with face mask, Erasmo, with a face mask,
social distancing. Come out on Friday and go out there and protest this chick that stole millions of dollars of our students' money. And I promise you that I'll be out there on Saturday, and I'll be out there with you. I promise. Social distancing, but we'll be out there.
Stand on The Rock, Erasmo.
Yeah?
You'll even stand on it.
I'll even take a selfie with The Rock. I'm serious. No tienen vergüenza del board. No, guys, okay, man. And this board is so dysfunctional to the point where they don't care. They have no concept, no clue, nothing. Jump it, shut up! Shut up! Vane, hola, Vane. Puppets. They are puppets. How tall is Frankie? A lot taller than you, little Eddie, but that's not saying much. Cálmate, plancha. Yo la pata, la piedra. Ay, papá. Who's the puppeteer? La Sylvia? La mendiga Sylvia? She still controls that damn board. PUB finally came to read my meter. I think that they heard us complaining about high bills. And watch it now. You see? Results, number. Shut up! Shut up! Where else you get results? I need to laugh. Iván. Y el estúpido Erasmo que también se la pasaba en restaurante. Déjense de pense. Alba.
She made it PG.
¿Eh?
She made it PG. Pensejadas.
Es pretty cute. Alma, estás muy hermosa para de llamarme estúpido, mi amor, pero te la paso. Ese güey no sabe contar. Si un caballo se echa 40 y un burro 30, ¿quién? I mean, la piedra. That's why I miss you. I miss you too, Erica. Thanks for coming on. Erasmo, no hagas mucho coraje, te va a pegar azúcar. I'm okay. El stimulus, yeah. Christmas money. Show me the money. But vote donkey, no. Jimmy Hoffa de la South, like Silvia, Unta Juan. I need another check. I want to put a big generator for my bunker. Puppy Trump. No van a mandar nada por us. Guys, what else do we need to cover? Democrats will block it due to elections. I hope not.
Erasmo, can I bring up the the soup's contract?
Sure.
Of course. I'm freezing. Let me see. Okay, on Tuesday's agenda, guys, we're having the super being awarded a contract extension. Let me know when I'm up, Erasmo.
You're up.
My screen is up. Okay, on page 7, item number 1 under the board agenda request. Discussion, consideration, and possible action to extend Superintendent Dr. Rene Gutierrez's contract for 1 additional year. This was submitted by board member request Drew Brown and Prissy Roca-Tipton. Now, I want to take a look at very quickly at the contract for the superintendent. This is based on performance benchmarks, and it reads: the board and the superintendent further agree to establish a written performance benchmarks for the superintendent by October 15th of each year of the contract. The parties may, by mutual agreement, change the date to establish performance benchmarks. The purpose of the benchmark is to provide additional information and data to the board and superintendent to aid in the superintendent's annual summative evaluation. The board and the superintendent shall meet and collaborate, establishing the performance benchmarks. So again, we see here how there's a guideline for our superintendent to be evaluated. Now, Carlos, one thing I do want to mention is that this agenda item was placed on there by Drew Brown and Prissy Roca-Tipton, 2 individuals, Erasmo, that will not be running in November. Their term ends in 2 years. So, we've spoken about this previously. Why is there a rush to extend the contract? Could it possibly be, Carlos, that come November, 5 seats are up and they might lose the majority? Now, correct. It is not, convince me, guys, it is not feasible. It's not right. It's going to cost the district a lot of money. So for fiscal and fiduciary responsibility, it would be wrong to approve an extension when there hasn't been enough time to properly evaluate the superintendent's performance. Now, correct. What were the benchmarks? What did they meet? Did they agree back in October 15th? Did they make this public? Were they presented to the public? Now, one thing I do want to mention, Erasmo, is two veterans, in my opinion, 2 veterans, 2 experienced individual board members. This is board president Minerva Peña and attorney Philip Cowan. They asked TEA for waivers, Erasmo, due to this pandemic. They need to pause and wait until a normal setting for the soup to be evaluated with the proper benchmarks that are being made public. So again, what's the rush? There's no reason for us to be so quick on extending this contract when it's not the right time. Thanks to Dr. Sendejas, we were in a district. We're in a pandemic. There's no way we could be evaluated. I wanted to get y'all's thoughts on this.
Well, let me just real quick and chime in there real quick. The reason that they're doing a rush on this is because it's exactly what you said. There is an election in November. They don't know who's going to be the majority. Right now, they control the majority. So depending on who votes on it, then you'll know who's in cahoots for November. Who are these people that are going to run? Who are these people that are going to put our district in a bad light by extending the contract of the superintendent when they don't need to extend it? Obviously, you're going to gauge him on his performance, on his past performance, and how has past performance been. Just with this pandemic alone, he's dropped the ball big time on many circumstances. Not just with the kids, with every employee of the district, with anything that the future of BISD even has. I don't see why there is a need. He still has 2 more years, Erasmo?
He still has two more years and a couple of months on there.
So just look at who's going to vote on it. Tomorrow you'll know. Tomorrow you'll know who's actually on the majority and who really is looking in the best interest of the school district and the kids of the school district of BISD. You'll see that tomorrow. Because Drew Brown, she's been a wash. You know, she came in here by claiming all this. She's gonna do this for the employees. She hates just about everybody that works for BISD. And Prissy, well, Prissy's in cahoots with Sylvia. You know, who knows if she's even gonna be here? Maybe she's gonna be escorted out just as much as Sylvia is.
Well, let me, Erasmo compa. Hey, my compa, Alex! What's up, my man? Oh, yes, let me tell you the situation, guys. It's very clear. Tomorrow, we're going to find out what side these individuals are on. Anyone who is going to vote to give the superintendent an extension to a contract that's not even up is part of the corruption. So if flip-flopping Philip votes yes to extend the superintendent's contract without there being a reason to, he is part of the corruption. If little Eddie goes out there and votes to extend the contract of the superintendent for another year, he is part of the corruption. And look, no me convence el vato. I'm sorry, no me convence el vato. Y no me convence el vato because he was appointed by a corrupt board. Appointed by a corrupt. So you think a corrupt board is going to appoint someone that is ethical, that is not a rata, a tranza? I don't think so. But anyway, he hasn't proven to me that he's any different to any of these people at all. But we'll give him a chance tomorrow. Show us what you're made of, little Eddie. If you vote to increase the contract of a superintendent whose contract is not up, you are part of the problem. Minerva Peña is going to do whatever Sylvia tells her to do. So we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow if the superintendent gets a year extension. But what Prissy and Drew are doing is a disservice to the community. It's a disservice to our students and the teachers out there. But do they care? No. La Drew hates every single individual out there that has a Gutierrez, a Garcia, a Martinez, anyone. She all likes the little Anglo names. That's the ones she loves. That's the one she cares for.
Isn't she supportive of The Rock? Doesn't she is one of the people that want The Rock to stay?
Well, if it's Roca, she's not wants any part of it. It has to be Rock. If it's Roca, she hates it. But talking about Roca, Prissy is another corrupt one. And I have the message from the TSC board member. TSC board member confirmed that she's part of the corrupt problem. She tried to get a vendor that was putting money into her pocket to get a contract at TSC. She's part of the problem, part of the corruption. So we got someone that's corrupt that works at TSC, that the TSC board confirmed it was a corrupt action, requesting that we increase the contract of the superintendent by a year. We got someone, Drew, that hires her little buddies and hates everyone else out there. Los compadres, she wants her people in there for more contracts, for more jobs for her people. Yeah. No, we need the most qualified individuals on there. There is no reason out there for this contract to be extended. None whatsoever. Anyone that votes to extend this contract should be ashamed of themselves. Erasmo, tell all the haters, talk to you, got this, and we know you can do it. We can do it, my man. We can do it.
Well, see, they want to facilitate the extension, so that way, in case the majority shifts, they still have the man who they owe favors to, or vice versa. So they're just trying to make sure that they solidify that relationship that they continue to have now for another year after the 2 years that he already has.
It's madness. Where can we watch the trial on Friday? It's not going to be televised, but as soon as it's over, we'll be posting some information in regards to what's going on in the trial. The future of Brownsville is being tarnished by those dirty rats. Shoosh, a lot of comments. Channel 5 is all late in the news, barely reporting what it also reported hours ago. Thank you. If they walk to forever protesting past go and go straight to rioting.
Oh, no, right.
La Cabo Pot? Minerva, the Penguin from Batman 1. Hagan un Facebook event del court case. We will be able to keep taking online classes at new school, or we'll be forced to go to school and 80% get sick. Raul, they should be distant learning classes. We don't know yet, but they should be distant learning. You guys see today's meeting? Yes, it was pathetic.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, very, very quick, just because we've already passed the hour time. Guys, it was very pathetic. Again, I don't know, did y'all get to watch the meeting? guys?
I didn't.
I'll tell you what happened at the meeting today, guys. They confirmed what I've been basically saying for months. If you were passing, you passed. If you were failing and could make up the work, you could pass. The same thing. After they made teachers lie to students and tell the kids, you have to do this work. Today in the meeting, go back and look at it. It's on YouTube. Dr. Trevino goes out there and says, it's impossible. We cannot use the grades against the students. It's impossible. So all those people out there that were saying, Erasmo, you're wrong. You're wrong. No, they lied to you because it's very easy for them to lie to you. The board lied to you. The superintendent lied to you. His buddies from Edinburgh, they lied to you. Now they have to fess up and tell you the truth. What we've been saying for months is true. Have I hunted lions? Yes. Is it a compensation for being born with small equipment? 100%. Shut up. Shut up. Luis, what's up, Luis, my man? Love you, man. And Brenda Vasquez, they have kept us informed, especially Carlos Mazzolo, on all medical issues. He's awesome. And pretty good, too. Do nothing, superintendent. And that's what's your net worth? My net girth in la panza or my net worth? I'm probably my net worth is probably like $120. I am the poorest sucker you'll ever meet.
Or a bag of pistachios.
But I am not a rata. I don't steal from my students and I don't pocket people's money. Any news? Ay, Christy, ya llegaste tarde. Why extended his contract? The guy has not done anything. Not a damn thing. Nothing. Need a clean house, guys. Have a good time in Ohio, Esmeralda. Mejora Erasmo, él cae mal. That's a pretty
baby.
Pretty baby. Are teachers getting an extension? No, Claudia. See, that's the issue. Oh, look, Carlos.
Not only that, they're not getting extension and they're not going to get a raise. This guy got a $35,000 raise.
Yeah, he gets a raise whenever teachers get a little raise. But do teachers get an extension when he gets an extension?
They should, right?
They should. But Eddie at Baby Gap looking for a suit for tomorrow right now. Oshkosh Bagosh, little Eddie. Oshkosh Bagosh. Do y'all remember Oshkosh Bagosh? Did you record it? Oshkosh Bagosh, little Eddie. Teachers and parents need to go and strike, crash the meeting, and have them know that the community knows what they're doing. They're ratas. Don't be against the rock pillow. Do you require parents to provide school supplies, even though there may be modified instruction methods? Let me tell you, it doesn't make any sense for kids to go back to school.
Eduardo.
Contract extensions are an everyday affair. Look at what the previous BISD did for the previous BISD superintendents. Let me tell you, it's got to stop, and it should stop now. I never knew who Erasmo was. I would just see memes being rude to him, but I honestly think that he's cool now. I love you, Brenda! Thank you. And I love you facts. I love corridos 1956. Oh, 956. No puedo contar. Where's the dang? What about today's meeting? It was horrible. Channel 5. Again, Minerva parecía como que she was like, what? What do we do? And then she goes, but I want people to pass. And they said, you already voted on me, Minerva. You voted to do this. No, I didn't. They said, yeah, you did. Channel 5 said something vandalized the rocks. Yeah, very late. Which buddies does Drew hire? Name the names. Moody, and she didn't want to hire that little Mexican guy for the IT director. She didn't want to hire Kathleen Trevino. Is it Kathleen Trevino? No, Kathleen Jimenez. She didn't want Kathleen Jimenez to be on the fine arts department. It asked for super. Love you, Alex. Someone need to call the Today Show. Here's a question: how many
We're trying to make it big time.
are in the office? The show, The Office. Victor, I'll let you know. I hate the label of Democrat and Republican. I hate the Democrats as much as I hate the Republicans. I am very conservative, very mega conservative, very MAGA conservative. Papi Trump, I love you, Papi Trump. That's why I'm asking them, because I didn't see it. It was a joke. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes long. It's not that long. It's a joke. Go see it. It's fun. Me either. Sorry, guys. When I go to my adult sites, I usually always end up with Hillary lookalike categories. Saca Esaú, pórtate bien, Esaú. Why pay for cable or Netflix when you have Cheesekees TV on? Oh, God. Don't promote that idiot. So why is COVID? Is he still falling asleep at Whataburger, or where is he staying at? Well, I can't sleep at Whataburger anymore, Jose Luis. I have to go sleep at Jack in the Box because they haven't opened Whataburger yet. Oh, they said they opened it already.
It's open.
All the dirty work teachers was useless. Sorry, teachers, you're awesome. It's true.
Waste of time.
This is very true. All the work, all the red tape, all the paperwork, ¿para qué? Para nada.
All the Zoom meetings that they're putting so much pressure on these individuals to grab and throw it in the trash.
For nothing. Sorry, just made it in. What did I miss? Mike, go see it after we finish. Si no transas, no avanzas. Alex, pórtate bien, compa. Is Sylvia running for school board in November? I hope so.
We'll find out on Friday.
I'd love to run against her.
We'll find out on Friday.
She's running from the law on Friday. Let me tell you guys, and I've already made mention, you're going to see me running against an incumbent. You're not going to see me running against an empty seat. You're going to see me running against an incumbent. Los DUIs. Jesús Galván, pórtate bien, Jesús Galván, te voy a bloquear. What neck looking, that neck looking good at Erasmo. Tight like a tiger, which I'm also under.
White.
Royal Industries backs at Erasmo 100%. Love you, man. And someone sent in an army of haters tonight. Yeah, it's okay. It's part of.
Hey, at least you're watching it, Erasmo.
Ya llegar en su power wheel at meeting. Erasmo heard that the district might be taking their coaches' stipends. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they want to do.
That's exactly what they want to do, Mike.
Exactly what they want to do.
But again, Mike, the coaches are always out there supporting the wrong people all the time. Look at the coaches at Rivera. They're out there listening to Charlie Atkinson. Guys, coaches at Rivera, stay away from Charlie Atkinson. He is an idiot. Erasmo VAC president. Hey, we can make it happen. It is absolutely ridiculous how top-heavy this district is. 100%, Cynthia. And who are the ones suffering? The ones in the 10 trenches, teachers, along with our students, 100%. Can we decide to not send our kids to school this year? Yes. You have that option. You get homeschool, or I'm going to be starting a homeschool program at my office. $250 a month. I'll homeschool your kids. And Mo is the coolest. Minerva, La Penguin! She wobbles when she walks. Esa es la Minerva. Luis Sainz will try and drop charges. Nah, he can't. These are federal charges. He cannot drop her charges like the last time. Get Judge Trevino on, guys. Judge Trevino, we've invited him. Judge Trevino has not responded. Please don't cancel our football season. Alex, I want the football season moved till January. So that's what I want, Alex. So I don't want to cancel it. I want to move it. Porter Nation. Hey, I'm from Porter, Alex, compa. Saludos, Carlos, Eduardo.
Saludos.
Aren't going to have the time to prepare for the new school year. It's very sad. It's very true, too. You think it will be a quick trial? I hope not. I want it slow and easy. Saca la chela. Pórtate bien, Hector. You guys need to come here for a few days, get away from Brazil. Yo me arranco, Esmeralda. That's not me. He's using photos from John White and my name. That bastard! La Penguin! Yes, sign me up. $250 a month. I'll homeschool. And Erasmo, come eat some In and Out here in San Antonio. Cheat on Whataburger for us. Hey, Guerrero, I'll go. You let me know. So will BIZ be giving out forms for parents who do not want their kids going to campuses? You don't have to do that. All you have to do is submit the work yourself. Carlos, any last words, Carlos?
Stay safe out there. Remember, this thing's getting worse. I mean, they try to make the business make some money, but it's it's not working out. There's a lot of people getting sick. Stay safe. Stay safe. Remember tomorrow how the vote goes for the superintendent. That's going to tell you how you're going to vote in November.
Yes, Frankie.
Just to reiterate what Carlos said, we've seen the numbers, and they're very telling. They're in their 20s to 40 age range that are coming up positive through community spread. So it's hard for me to say this, but I think it would be best for us to avoid restaurants, avoid bars, avoid places that has large gatherings. In regards to BISD, tomorrow is going to be very telling. Once again, we've had 2 board members that aren't up for re-election until 2 years. They're trying to give an extension to a superintendent who has 1 year on the job. When have we ever seen any Fortune 500 company give an extension to somebody within their first 12 months? It doesn't seem right. Again, just the way they asked for TEA for waivers to hold on during this pandemic, we should give this super enough adequate time to let's see what he has to demonstrate how he can make this district or to keep this district an A-rated district like Dr. Sendejas and her administration had us at one time. So again, tomorrow's going to be very interesting. We're going to be able to see if these board members are thinking about the community's future, because again, there is a possibility, guys, that 5 seats coming up will change the dynamics of the current board. So we have 2 board members who could possibly be in the minority. Does this super have the merits needed in order for him to be rewarded? In my opinion, not. So it's going to be very telling tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys. Again, we do have a scholarship coming up from Brownsville Talk. We'll be giving out the details Sunday night. We had an amazing show, an amazing crowd today. I'm excited to see the numbers. Thank you so much, guys, for your patience. You guys have been with us since the beginning, and it's only going to get better from here on in. Thank you so much for your time, guys.
El Papi Trump. Guys, is there anywhere for COB in respect restaurant cases? No, not yet. I'll find out more tomorrow, Eduardo, I promise. Buenas noches, Yana. You guys are my 9 o'clock news. Love you, Joe Esquivel. Le Guerrero family. Don't vote for that rat. No more cash. Hola. Good job. And happy evening, everyone. Sylvia Atkinson, run for BIZ, Frank. Let's teach you all the tricks. Sylvia, see you Friday, Sylvia. See you on Friday. Coach Atkinson, he is still with BIZ. Remember how he got the job? Yes. Not certified. No certificate. His sister got him on there for passing a lot of people. Two dealers, Frankie. Ronnie Brown guy on Facebook is good night, sweet dreams. Love y'all. Frankie BIZ president. Hey, calma. Hey, show me the money. Bye, guys. So we'll just be doing online classes because I will not be. Yes, online classes. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Guys, pongan atención this Sunday. We'll talk about the scholarship. 2 $500 scholarships coming up for the city for Brownsville Talk individuals, for people out there. So be listening. Guys, we'll have a little bit more information. Oh, someone sent me that Drew Brown also hired Kent Whittemore. Again,
right. Just for insurance, and then he quit right after that.
Rudy El Whittemore is pura gringada. Again, that's her deal. Guys, stay safe. If you're going to go out to restaurants, if you're going to go out to eat, try to consider to take it back home with you. If you're going to eat in the restaurant, please maintain social distancing. Carry with you a hand sanitizer. Wash your hands regularly. Try to stay safe as possible. Again, guys, it's up to you. It's up to us. It's up to everyone. We've got to keep others in our community safe from anything that might cause them harm. We'll talk a lot more. See you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Be good to each other. Please be good to us. God bless. Adios. Love y'all.
Take care, guys.